There it is. So if you're just joining us, I decided mid-flight to go live with this, and I'll post the other video as well, and so you'll be able to watch the recorded flight up to this point right now, and then watch this one for the remainder of the flight if you're so interested. But basically what we're doing is I did a flight plan waypoint mission, and you cannot, or at least I could not, start the waypoint mission in 4G. It says an error occurs and can't transmit the data to the plane to tell it what to do, I guess, over 4G. It just gave me an error message. So I switched back into Wi-Fi, started the mission, the plane took off, and somewhere in the beginning of this mission, I switched to 4G. Lost video, of course, and everything, but the plane continued the mission as it should. And I've never once had a video breakup or anything. Now, it might now that I'm streaming, but it looks like it's doing its thing. It's a pretty windy day, 12 to 15 miles an hour would be my guess, maybe 10 to 12. But this is a short flight on a big battery, so there's no issue there. The other thing is it was a successful auto landing on the first flight. And as you can tell, we're on the back 10 or 15% of this mission. We've got 3 or 4 more turns before final, and then you guys will be able to watch the landing. The first landing went well. It landed actually a little shorter than I had planned for the waypoint, but I just want to see what this second auto landing does. But right now we're on 4G in waypoint mode in a flight plan. And as to be expected, I'm getting a lot of breakup. And I think that's due to being throttled. Because I went over 22 gig, and apparently when you go over 22 gig with Verizon, they throttle you. Regardless of the plan. Well, it may have something to do with the plan you're on. The middle tier plan that I'm on, they throttle you once you go over 22 gigs. So I'll just start turning my Wi-Fi back on when I'm at home and whatever. But the billing cycle starts tomorrow, so we shouldn't have any issues with this like I'm having now. Let's go into Glimpse just to kind of watch it while we're waiting for connection to come back on that. And it's continuing on its mission. Still no connection. It's just, I think where I'm throttled, I'm doing so much. I've got a Glimpse updating constantly. I'm live streaming this, and I'm streaming basically from the plane to the phone, so it's a lot of broadband being used up right now, and I may not get video back, but luckily I've got it on auto land and all that, so we'll just kind of watch where it's going here. Should be making its final left-hand turn, I think. Yeah. It's making its final left-hand turn. I wish Glimpse updated sooner. Like, it's been 15 seconds since its last, well, I guess 7 seconds in between. I should do it just every second or so. I wonder if you can update that. Looks like I'm in the process of getting connection back. I am. Holy camole, that was a tower just off to the right. Boy. So we'll go back into flight plan. And as you see, we're coming up on this last left turn, and then we've got one more waypoint to hit before it's descending. And I'm going to reprogram this flight to a little bit higher altitude. 40 meters is a little close to some of these treetops, a little more than I'd like, but the last waypoint I have is a little too high. It comes in, I wish, like I said in another video, I wish I had a GoPro so you guys could see what I'm seeing, because it comes in and it is on a steep bank, and you'll see it in the video. So that E point is the tree line, just in front to the right, the one that's going left to right on the screen, and it's already entered landing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Looks like it did a little reverse thrust just then. Lots of elevon movement. Ooh, that was a tough landing. I actually saw... What does it say on the top? Propeller safety quit triggered. It hit with throttle on, so the sensor underneath wasn't fast enough to enter that. What the hell is that saying? The damn thing is beeping now. Propeller safety cutout triggered. What? I hope that doesn't enter as a log. We've got some beeping going on the plane. I'm guessing that's going to be a location beeper so you can find it. I hope that didn't register a crash. That would suck. That'd be my first crash, so to speak. It had a pretty tough landing. A little disappointed in that landing compared to the first one. It never really flared out. It just came straight down. So we'll see if everything works. I'm going to do one more flight in a minute. We'll power it off. Power this off. Wonder if it's going to keep beeping at me. No. That's disappointing. Turn it back on, see what we get here. Still haven't flown with Auriga. I'm just going to call it Auriga. Actually, I'll probably forget that next time I try and pronounce it. That's a pretty tough landing, man. It actually kicked up some dew on the ground. I'm guessing that was just from the prop. Looks like everything's fine here. Looks like everything's fine. Last motor error was a propeller safety cutout triggered, so I guess that's logged now. So I guess all that happened just then was that it hit the ground with the prop going, and it doesn't normally plan on doing that. I'm not sure why it didn't flare out. Can't think of why it wouldn't flare out just then. Oh well. Plane seems to be working. I wish I could, like, you know, move the ailerons or elevons and spin up the motor just to do a quick check. I don't necessarily have time to put it up again. But, oh well. I guess everything went okay.